Jermall Charlo says he wants that Gennady Golovkin fight. He said he wants that Demetrius Andrade fight. He said his team has reached out to both and Canelo as well. And we're going to talk about that. We definitely going to talk about that. So let's go. What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? And welcome back. So like I said, Jermall Charlo says his team has reached out to the likes of Triple G, to the likes of Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. And yeah, that excites me. That excites me. That honestly does put a smile on my face. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. I want to see those fights. Those are the big time fights we want to see going on. Now, he also goes on to say that the Triple G fight is the fight that he really wants. And they just have to find a way to get Triple G in the ring with Jermall Charlo. Now, Triple G, we haven't heard from Triple G in a long time. We actually still looking for Triple G. Triple G hasn't been in the ring since December 2020. 2020. I'm not even going to attempt to remember who he fought. Mandatory. That's all I remember. Now, when it comes to Triple G is 39 years of age. 39 years of age. You know, by the way, this is not the first time Jermall Charlo has called out Triple G. This ain't the first time he called out Triple G. But Triple G, 39 years of age. You know, we all know, and he's stated numerous times that he wants the third fight with Canelo Alvarez. And can you really blame him? Can you blame him for wanting the third fight? A lot of people had Triple G win the first fight. I had Canelo win the first fight. I had Canelo win the second fight. But a lot of people had Canelo winning, or Triple G winning the first fight. And he wanted a third fight. Triple G is at the stage right now. I'm not trying to say that he has just won retirement money. But at the same time, I don't think he's going to take a chance at losing or fighting somebody that is tough and losing, you know, the third Canelo fight. Because Canelo Alvarez is still talking about the Gennady Golovkin fight. He still talks about fighting Gennady Golovkin. And I'm sure Golovkin hears that. So why would Golovkin take a chance at fighting a Jermall Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, who are both champions, and, you know, risking the chance of, you know, hitting the lottery again for the third time? But if that is not the case, that is a fight that I would want to see. Jermall Charlo versus Triple G. That is a fight that would be action-packed. Both guys, you know, are power punchers. Jermall Charlo is a big guy. I'd like to see how Triple G handles. You know, we've seen Triple G handle bigger guys in the past, but could he handle Jermall Charlo? Now, when it comes to Triple G's resume at middleweight, you know, I know there's a lot of Triple G fans out here, but me, I don't really see Triple G's resume being that great as people think. You know, I know Jermall Charlo is not the greatest, but, you know, for people to say that Gennady Golovkin was the greatest middleweight, you know, I've heard people say Gennady Golovkin was the greatest, you know, when he was knocking guys out, he was the greatest middleweight of all times and so on. But if you really look at his resume, it's really not all that great. And that's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Y'all let me know down. Do y'all think Gennady Golovkin's resume is that great? Go look at it. Go to Boxing Record and just go look at it and just see. You tell me. But Jermall Charlo, he also says that he'd be okay with taking the B side, giving Gennady Golovkin the A side. Both are champions. This will be a unification fight, and this is a fight that I hope we get. You know, like I said, we haven't seen Gennady Golovkin. Like I said, we still searching for Gennady Golovkin. And I like Triple G. I like Triple G. I like his style. You know, I was a big fan whenever he was knocking these guys out. But after the Canelo fights, it just seemed like, you know, he didn't care. That's all he thought about was the Canelo fights. If you're a champion, you know, I'm looking at like super middleweight. You know, you got Canelo Alvarez. He's trying to be undisputed. He's, you know, unifying. You know, even in the welterweight division, you know, they're trying to unify. You got junior welterweight. They're trying to be undisputed. They got an undisputed fight. You know, at 140, they got an undisputed fight. Everybody in every weight class around middleweight is trying to either unify or become undisputed. 140, 147, 154, 168. All these guys are trying to be undisputed or unify titles. And at 160, they're kind of stuck because, like I said, a lot of them are just waiting around for that Canelo Alvarez fight. They're praying and hoping that Canelo Alvarez picks up the phone and calls them. And that is what makes it bad for boxing. You got all these weight classes trying to be undisputed, trying to be unified, and then you got 160 that are just like. But he also calls out Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade, you know, they have history. Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade have history. Demetrius Andrade, you know, a lot of people will say he hasn't really fought anybody. Demetrius Andrade, he's had a lot of promotional problems. He's had a lot of promotional problems in the past. And I'm not going to say that he just hasn't fought anybody, but I blame it on his promoting. You know, he's had that promotional problems in the past. But Jermall Charlo wants Triple G. He also wants Demetrius Andrade. I hope we get these fights because, like I said, everybody in every weight class around them is trying to become that undisputed champion, trying to unify the division. And we got 160. They just like, I'm just going to wait for Canelo. I'm going to wait for that Canelo fight. We all want that money. Now, I'm not saying all these fighters want the money, but definitely Triple G. I feel like Triple G is waiting around. And I hate to see this. I hate to say that. I hate to see it. But I feel like Triple G is waiting around for the Canelo fight. But when it comes to Jermall Charlo, Triple G, that is an action-packed fight. Does Triple G still have it? We haven't seen him in the ring, like I said, since December 2020. We ain't seen Triple G in 2020, since the end of 2020. We trying to see Triple G in the ring. Does he still have it at 39 years old? Or is Jermall Charlo, is he just too much for Gennady Golovkin at the time? You know, they both have a common opponent in Derevyanchenko, and, you know, he gave Triple G all he could handle. Jermall Charlo, you know, sort of put a beating on him. So that's their common opponent. And I just want to see the fight, man. I want to see these guys at 160, you know, blow off the Canelo Alvarez fight. Blow off the Canelo Alvarez fight because you got them talking. You got them talking about it. You know, you got that's all they talk about. That's all what they seem to be talking about is the Canelo Alvarez fight. But I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. You know, because if you can get the fight, and then you got some people that's always like, well, who have they fought? Who have these guys really fought? If that's the case, then Canelo Alvarez won't fight anybody. He'll just sit there and wait. But a lot of these guys, man, they're just waiting around for the Canelo Alvarez fight, and I don't blame them at all. But you can't just be sitting around wasting the prime of your career, waiting around for one guy. Build yourself up, beat these guys, and eventually you'll get the Canelo fight. If Jermall Charlo is to beat Gennady Golovkin, that Canelo fight is just creeping up. If he's to beat Golovkin and to beat Andrade, he pretty much gets he hit the lottery. He gets to fight. he gets to fight. But like I said, y'all let me know down in the comments. What do y'all think about Triple G, Jermall Charlo? Who y'all got winning the fight? I think it's a great fight. Action-packed fight. And if y'all find Golovkin, y'all tell him, Jermall Charlo, he said he's Big Charlo, and he looking for you. But yeah, till next time.